Speaking to you from beautiful Philadelphia, today's topic is how to get motivated to create art. No one has told us to become artists. Most of us are self-appointed, and motivation to make our art is a major factor. The best kind of motivation is like wind in sails. It should propel us. It should be something we don't need to actively will ourselves to do all the time, but it should be as effortless as riding a bike downhill or the same direction that the wind is blowing. It should be something that helps push us to get artistic work done. Being motivated is such a deep part of our personality that a lot of the times it's looked at as a personality trait. Some artists throughout their lives are very motivated and very prolific, making a lot of artwork, and through the thick and thin they seem to just push forward and be able to bulldoze their way through the most arduous projects, and everything seems easier to them. And how can we get that quality? A motivated artist is someone who, for whatever reason, has become very psyched out to make art. This is a quality that makes it easier for them to go and start making art and stick with it and enjoy it and find a much easier time making art, being able to get very far with their artistic projects. So to achieve this, we can take advantage of a psychological frame of mind. That frame of mind is to decide to be on a mission. When you look at religious people taking advantage of this psychological frame of mind, we see that all different kinds of individuals from all walks of life, all races, all nationalities, all economic types, all different personality types are able to decide that they are on a religious mission and become highly motivated. So why can't we artists do the same thing? And it isn't just religious people that are on a mission. There are people who are part of political groups who decide that they're on mission. There are scientists, there are explorers. No one told Darwin that he would live his life for discovery and a better understanding of reality. Somewhere he made it his mission to travel the seas and visit different lands and explore the animals and plants and for better understanding. He made it his mission. There's one theme that shows up in fiction a lot that does not happen very much in real life, and that is where the protagonist is given a mission. That is where a lot of the times they are the innocent local youth of a village or some very local region, and then from far beyond, from the great metropolis or from the very distant empire or from the depths of the underworld, some agent from far beyond that local region, for some reason or another, gives them a mission that it turns out has been their birthright all along. Now this is something that turns up a lot in fiction, but the truth of the matter is that in real life adventures, just as adventurous as fictional adventures, and real life missions are self-ordained. They are because people decided they would make that their mission. And the difference between ordinary life and adventure is that the protagonist involved in one or the other has a mission. You know, you could be at a food stand and two people are standing there, and for one person it's an ordinary situation, and for another person they're in the middle of an adventure. And the only difference between those two people is that one of them is in the frame of mind where they're on a mission. Now, one way that I can see that someone who is on a mission does feel that it is sort of their birthright is a lot of the times us artists are just born having certain mental capabilities that are not common, and at the same time helping to reinforce it is that we may not be so good at doing certain mental tasks that a majority of everyone else is really great at. And so this is, you know, pushing us and pulling us towards activity, creative activity that shapes that mission for us. That you know, you can see it as in a way our birthright, as if we were born to it. And it's just that there are different things that humans are mentally good at, and if you're great at being creative and not so good at memorizing or that sort of thing, go with it. Live to your... strengthen the mental capabilities that you do have. So one thing you can do to strengthen that frame of mind, that very empowering frame of mind of being on a mission, is to become a fan of other people who have, you know, for me, I'm a fan of Darwin. He inspires me. The fact that no one told him to play out the adventure he did. He went in and did it. And I can recognize that, and by appreciating that kind of thing can happen in myself. And look at Malcolm X. This is a man who lived for a purpose. He was trying to achieve goals that propelled him, that directed him into a life that helped him reach a deep understanding of what it means to be human, and the importance of exactly what makes life important, and what can be done to improve it and make it better, and make the future better for those that follow after us. My mission was to practice art as a form of mysticism, and so my mission wasn't so much to achieve a certain goal or to finish an artistic project. It was to take myself to that place. And that was my artistic mission, and in a sense is still part of it, even though now my artistic mission is just to finish this project that I hope I will finish when I am 90 years old. I hope, if I keep working at it. So as an exercise, go to your favorite artist, your favorite writer, your favorite person on a mission who you identify with, who gives you a feeling that there are other people that are similar to yourself, and ask yourself, what mission were they on or are they on? Most people on a mission have an axe to grind. For me, it's like, I'm working on this project, but what is the mission behind that project? It's a strong feeling that there's something more about human existence. There's something important that I think other people will feel enriched to have heard, to have seen. You know, the idea that there's nothing more precious than time alive, that the moments are golden and shouldn't be wasted, and that we have found ourselves in such a fortuitous situation, and it should not be wasted. It should be recognized and used to the fullest. How do we do that? Well, it's part of my mission to make the most of this extremely short life. And if I'm lucky enough to live to 90, that's going to go by so quickly. Each day that I wake up, what can I do with it? If it really is such an amazing thing to have a day ahead of us, how can we make the most of it? How can we not waste it? And so my mission is to go on an artistic adventure, to imitate Darwin, only I'm using art, fiction, and narrative. I'm as much time as I can. Any time, spare time, I have it all. I want to invest in my mission. So it's great to develop very clear visions of what your mission is, to develop very clear ideas. I know for me, I have on my computer a group of songs that for me, when I listen to them, they give me a very clear sense of exactly what I want to do with this short time that I'm here on Earth. If it just turns out, I mean, like I said, it's extremely motivating to have an axe to grind. Now, when I read Dostoevsky, I get the feeling that he is equally furious with humanity. He is deeply loves humanity, and he is so furious at humanity. And he's got these two things churning inside of him, something he can't let go of, and that is his axe that he grinds. And when he does, it's this machinery that churns out those amazing stories, and that's the nature of the mission he was on. Now, the reason I brought up religious people as an example is because this is something that religious people do consciously. They do it on purpose. Like Dostoevsky, he might have just not intentionally developed the mission state of mind, to the highly motivated, purposeful mission state of mind. It might have just happened in the course of his life. But religious people, on the other hand, they do it institutionally. They decide with purpose and through techniques to develop that mission state of mind, and it's very effective. So we can go ahead and look at how they make it an art form in itself to find themselves in that highly motivated frame of mind. Now let's think about how there are different missions for different artists. So a comedian, their mission could be to make people laugh in the same way that someone is making people feel better when they're in a moment of crisis. Like, let's say that a hurricane hit the city and people are all in some public facility waiting for it to blow over, and someone is helping to distract people and make them laugh a little bit. That could be very much like what a comedian's mission is like. And also, you can have different missions all kind of clumped together into your mission. It doesn't have to be just one thing. It could be a group of similar. It could it could be to make people feel better. It could be to get people to question ordinary things. It could be a number of things. But as you develop a clear sense for a mission, this will motivate you. This will make it easier for you to produce more art and get into those artistic states of mind. It isn't just about being able to physically make more art. It's about getting into a different frame of mind where you're not distracted, where you're highly tuned in. when you're on a mission, psychologically, this changes the way your mind works. This changes the state of mind that you're in, and causes you to get into the zone more often. Thanks for watching this video. As one of my many missions, part of my greater missions, I think that it's well within humanity's ability to make it so that for whoever has the mental faculty and the desire could have as much high-quality education as they desire to fulfill their goals worldwide. This is something I want to see happen, and I think the internet is a huge part of it, and it's something I'm very much wanting to happen, and I feel like in a very small way, you participating in these videos, we help make that change in society happen. So thanks for watching. If you have ideas about what mission you want to be on artistically, please leave a comment. And also, if you want to watch some alternate reality fiction, the project I'm working on, it's at solimation.com. I hope that your artistic life adventure, I hope that your mission goes very well. And have a good day.